Well, today also I am going to take a Duolingo English test to increase my score, to improve in my some parts of Duolingo test. Because if I going to take test, free test or practice test by the day by day, it will help to me to increase my Duolingo scores, what I needed scores in the official test and for applying to big universities in the future. That's why today I am also going to take a Duolingo English test. Let's start from here and please do practice with me. Always practice from here. Okay, let's start. Well,
I hope you like the design.
I hope I hope you like the design. Design. I hope you like the design.
I hope you like the design.
I hope you like the design.
I hope you like the design.
Okay. Next from here. Type the missing data to complete the text below. Unexpected company takeover. We were all surprised to hear about the takeover our company just last month. Last month, we were getting represent re okay surprise. We were getting report getting we were report p o r t r t yes, reports that one finance one finance were in great r e GRE80 great shape. Now our super supervisor tell us supervisor tell us that we are being absorbed. We are being absorbed by a corporation. Be a what corporation? Despite the change, we were assured that nothing in our daily responsibilities will be changing. Be a large large largest large I think larger largest absorb be a large large corporation large corporation, largest corporation, or larger larger. I think this may I am not exact about this. Okay, select the real English word in this list. Satisfied, honor, pounds, sitting, horror, horror, countries, caring, caring, terrified result, separation, consummate, maybe attached, serist, similar, seal, nuclear, strain, I think it may. Next, and this is an image of goals, GIR, goals, and in this image, GIRL, goals, taking on cat, 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 and playing with him, playing with him. The color, the color of dog is white. It can be used for making bricks, concrete, or road topping.
She felt ready for the next step in her career. She felt ready for the next step in her career. She felt ready for the next step in her career.
For the next step in her career. Career, CARERE, career. Okay. Restaurants, bakeries, traditional clothing, boutiques, and specialty shops. Select the real English word in this list. Torture, tortor, torture. Here. Slowly, tribute, notarins, modulated, diaberic, jargon, file, find it. Next.
Trees need water and sunlight to grow.
Trees need water.
Trees need water and sunlight to grow. Trees need water and sunlight to grow.
I will explain it to you later on.
They love to shop online.
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 A cartoon illustration can make a humorous essay funnier. Select the real English word in this list. Okay, next. Why I prefer the subway to driving. On the subway, I can go from my place to work very quickly. Very quickly. I can drive to bus, driving, but driving some sometimes take longer than the subway. It all it all it a lot like to eat it a lot it a lot like to read when I travel.
I'll meet you later. I'll meet you later. I'll meet you later.
I meet you later. I meet you later. I meet you I meet you later. 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 The top of the mountain is covered with snow. Okay, now these sections are complete interactive reading section. Okay, now we are going into the next section of Duolingo English test. This is interactive reading section. In this section, I have 8 minutes to complete this passage. This is a reading passage and I have 7 questions in this passage. Okay, select the best option for each missing word. A young a young daughter named a young named Don Danilo. A young named Danilo was looking to buy a apartment in his town. Okay, a young man, a young singer named a young singer named Danilo, a young businessman named Danilo was taken to buy a young businessman. Okay, a young businessman named Danilo apartment in his town. As he was driving around, he bought across a nice apartment. He bought across a nice apartment building in an area with a great view. He decided he decided he decided he wanted to catch a look. He wanted to take a look. Wanted to He wanted to take a look under the building. Take a look. He wanted to take a look at building. At building. When he asked the owner about it, when he asked the owner about it, about it, the owner sent him to his broker. For the next few hours, the broker tried to sell him on the apartment building complex, and present him a contract for and present him. Okay, with a contract for it. Dan, Danilo had decided he intended to be sure he has to be sure. He wanted to be sure. He looked. Okay, Daniel had decided he has to be sure he was making the right decision. He has to be sure. Sure, he making this decision. So he asked the broker uh, a lot of question. On the ride back home, he he so okay. Okay, select the best answer. How many times remain? 3 minutes around. Okay, nearly 3 minutes. Okay, select the best sentence to fill in the blanks in this passage. Mhm. On the ride back home, he called his family and told them about it. They all decided that they would come look at it the next day. and he handed all of this information to the owner of the company. They all agreed that it sounded like a great place to live, but they wanted to be sure. This is seems like good way for their house. Once I knew his friend, had he told, okay, this is maybe correct answer. Click and drag the next text to highlight the answer the question below. How did Daniel find the apartment that he wanted to buy? How did he find? Okay, he was driving around. As he was driving around, what would be Daniel's next step? What would be Daniel's next step? Next step. When you ask for the check the idea that is expressed in the passage. Daniel was looking to buy an apartment in his town. Okay. Select the best title for this passage: a legal counsel advice, a homeowner's advice, apartment. Okay. I finish this section as well. Interactive reading. This section is now complete. Okay. Now we are going into the next section, that is conversation. Duolingo conversation section, that is the important section in Duolingo English test to improve, to increase our overall score in Duolingo official test as well. That is why we are concentrated on this test as well. You will participate in conversation about scenario below. You are in a lecture on human psychology psychology, and the professor is talking about the benefits of aerobic exercise. You have a question about why aerobic exercise is good for the heart, so you decide to ask professor after class. Aerobic exercise important, aerobic exercise to the heart. Okay.
Hi there, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Sure. What was it? Aerobic exercise is any type of physical activity that increases your heart rate and makes you breathe more deeply. When you do aerobic exercise, your heart muscle gets stronger and more efficient at pumping blood. This helps to reduce your risk of heart disease. Yes, that's right. Aerobic exercise is good for your overall health, but it's especially good for your heart health. Some examples of aerobic exercises include walking, running, biking, swimming, and dancing. Basically, any activity that gets your heart rate up and makes you breathe more deeply can be considered an aerobic exercise.
Okay, I have completed now. This time for summarize the section. Okay, now we are into the next section, that is what? That is the Duolingo speaking and the writing section. Prepare to write about the topic below. Listening to music can be a great way for people to relax, process emotion, and have fun. Describe one of your favorite song. Do you think this song stand out to you? Include a specific detail in your response. Well, yes. Okay.
Describe what you did on your last holiday or vacation. Did you travel anywhere? Describe what you did on your last holiday or vacation. Did you travel anywhere? Describe
Well, in my last holiday, I was gone for visiting my hometown because I have been living here at Bhadpur Chiton for my education journey, for my higher education. That is why last holidays I had get some time to visit my hometown in home friends and my mother and father after a long time. That is why I was gone to travel some beautiful place in my hometown to visit in my father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and also I was going to visit some beautiful place and river, etc. Also, one of the most thing is that which is I was going to trekking in the mountain, that is Himalayan mountain in our country, because my hometown is located at the hilly region where forest and big hilly is beautiful. That is why I have got a little bit good time in holidays. To spend that time I was gone for visit them also in my holidays. Okay, prepare to speak about the image below. Well, in this image, I can see one person who is boy and who wear a green t-shirt and taking on the trees of tomato. A green tomato is growing there, and who is taking hand on the tomato. I think he is going to take some tomato to cooking for cook special purpose of cooks and some other works as well. I think he is going also to take water on the tomato, and now he is going to show tomato to other person as well. In my way of thinking, the person is a farmer and who are going to take over water on the tomato, because he is a farmer and he earn money from the tomato. After produce the tomato, lots of tomato produce, then he export and import tomato from his uh, garden, so that he is near the tomato who is going to show other people and customer maybe as well. Describe a time when you were the first among your family or friends to try something new, like a restaurant or activity. Okay, well, uh, this was the time. This was the time. This is the time. It was some years ago. I was gone with my friends and family members to visit some uh, restaurants and trekking on the tour. So it was a good experience while traveling with my friends and my family members after a long time, because I don't get that kinds of time to visit my friends and the family members with beautiful place like Rara Lake and Rara Lake in Mugu district, which is located at the far west part of our country, Nepal, and it was a beautiful place to visit with the family members as well, and in ambitious time to spend with the family members. It was an amazing tour, and it was the time to experience share my experience. We share each other our experience as well, and sure and happiness was there always being with the family members and friends. Well, we have completed this task, and now we are going to next section of our Duolingo test, and I think it is been nearly half an hour, so uh, we have to take long time in the Duolingo test as well as in official test. It will take like this time. So now we are into the next section of our Duolingo English test, that is writing and speaking sample. Prepare to write about the topic below. Intercultural communication can be a valuable learning experience. What can be learned from the communication with people from different culture background? Support your answer with a specific example. Well, prepare to speak about the topic below. To speed at which we communicate is increased. The speed at which communicate is increased, and with texting and instant messaging, people are connected all the time. What are the advantage and disadvantage of this increased speed? Provide support from your personal experience and other observation to support opinion. Well, to increase the speed of our communication, some people argue that to increase the speed of our communication skill, we have to connect it with people in messaging and the texting instead of connecting the face to face. But I believe on that communication skill is most important to speaking with each other in the speaking with each other is most important to increase the speed of communication level instead of messaging and the chatting with other people, because while we are going to face other person to speak the different language, that is to helpful to improve our level of speaking and communication. If we face the person in the physically, that is helpful to observe the mistakes, and then we find that mistake and we found the solution as well in physically. That would be most important to increase our speed of communication level from the chat. Otherwise, from the chat and the texting, we can't improve our communication skill, we can't improve our communication speed as well, because from the chat and the texting, that is the improving our typing level, that is different level. I think in my way of thinking, that is not connected with our communication level, that is connected with our typing, handwriting, and thinking level as well. But to speak with the other people, to speak with in front of camera, to speak with in front of mirror, to express our voice, that is important to learn, that is important to speak with the people instead of texting and message with the people. Thank you.